How's it? Today is Saturday, December 2nd. Still in my weird purgatory phase of programming where I'm not really injured. I'm not really 100%. Today I did some powers and they are really, really good. I'm super happy with how today went. As always, I always do a couple things for my warm up here, and somebody did ask me to kind of go over it a little bit more, and that's this portion of the video. I do about three sort of subsets of exercises. I videoed all of them, but I only showed two here because the second one was a little, uh, how do you say, the angle was just bad. So I'll figure out something about it in the future. As far as it goes, the first one here is going to be the McGill Big Three. I do the curl up, which is essentially an opportunity for you to sort of activate your core and practice core stability in a very unilateral plane with no movement. And I think that is really important to get started for everything. Second one here is going to be the side plank. You'll see here I'm lifting my upper leg here because I want to make it a little bit more challenging for myself, because side plank on that side of my leg, that side of my body, is not super hard. This one here, you can see on my right leg down, I'm a lot less coordinated because this is actually where my lower back issues have been coming from. So it might be because I don't have the hip strength and all these things, but if you can activate the sort of sides of your core a little bit better, then that will help you be more stable overall with your lower back. And then the final one here is the bird dog, where it's a very similar thing where you're focusing on movement sort of away from your core, but you still need to have that coordination to maintain that core stability. And those are really, really, really awesome. So those are basically the ones that I normally do. After that, I usually do my hip mobility thing, which consists of 90-90s and a bunch of other crap. But yeah, I got the shot that I got was very crotchal region, and so I was like, I'm probably not gonna post that. So moved on to my upper back sort of stretch warm up type thing here. This is a variation on the thoracic open book where I'm trying to my best to get some twisting in my spine rather than twisting from the hip. You'll see I'm not doing a great job here, but one thing that one of my PTs would say when I was going through this was, if my body is cramping, or I guess my upper body is cramping, that's a sign that that muscle is weak, because I'm maneuvering my body into a position that I know I need to get to, but the muscles themselves are not strong enough to hold there, and so they sort of turn off, and then they kind of eventually start to cramp because it's like they're not working the way that they're supposed to be. And so me doing those kind of stretches is not only giving me some amount of extra mobility, flexibility, and stuff, but it's also giving me an opportunity to hopefully build some strength in those positions. So I'm really excited about that. I do think that my shoulder has been getting a lot better. So that is a big, big positive sign. For today, my power snatches, some of them were great, some of them were not the best, but I don't know. Everybody was lifting heavy today, so I was like, fuck it. I'm going to lift heavy today too. So instead of doing what I did the last, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks, I decided to push on my power snatch. I didn't hit a PR today, but I came very close to something that I haven't done in a long time, so I am super happy with that. As far as it goes, some of these lifts on my right shoulder, you'll see I'm not able to lock it out immediately. Not this one. I think it's like an 85. I think it's probably the one where it shows the most. Oh, 80 here. You can see it there. Not feeling the best there. But I went to 90 today. And I don't know. It was really close as far as it goes. I'm going to say that they were not power snatches, because my rule is, if there's any question as to whether it's a power snatch or not, that bitch ain't a power snatch. That's just not how it works. You have to leave no doubt on whether or not it is a power snatch. I sent this second one to Becca because I told her, I was like, oh, dude, I almost power snatched 90. And then she was like, nah, bro, that's definitely a power snatch. And she's like, post it on your story and see what happens. So I posted it, and I think it was like 86% of people who saw it said that it was a power snatch. So I'm just sitting here like, oh fuck, I was wrong. You know, I mean, um, yeah. I don't know if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can do that. It's gonna be Aaron De La Cruz 808. There's not a, I don't really post that much on Instagram, but yeah, it was pretty cool. It's cool to see people say that that is a power snatch, because to me, like, that is definitely questionable for sure. And if it's questionable, then again, it is not. So it is what it is. But you know, it's crazy to think that yesterday, literally yesterday, I struggled to full snatch 90. I did go on to make 90 full snatch for 2 solid singles. And you know, like power snatching versus full snatching, they're very different. You know, I've never been good at power snatch. I don't even say I was good at snatching, but relative to what it is, I don't power snatch where I should be power snatching, in my opinion. So to be able to do 90 like that today was really, really a great sign. You know, even if you know, looking back at how I was feeling yesterday, if I even thought about doing 90 power snatch today, I would have just laughed. You know, that's just really silly. That's reaching a lot. So real positive for me. Did some power cleans. Went up to 100. Not super heavy, not super light either. But finished off with some accessories here. My booger and split squats. I do think this is helping my lower back quite a bit because my hip tracking is getting a lot better. And then I did some of these things. I don't know what to call them. I don't know. These are just like 1.5 kilos, so it's about 3.3 pounds. Some shoulder extension. Pardon me. Shoulder external rotation. I don't know. I guess with my arm extended to the sides. I don't know. I went until I felt like I was fatigued. There was no like real hard cut amount of reps to do, but I think that this is what's helping me a lot. I've been doing some internal, external rotation things with some bands before I go to sleep at night, and I think that that is why I'm feeling pretty good today. You know, I'm not 100% yet, but I'm trending towards that. So that's a very, very, very big positive for me. So I'm super happy with that. But yeah, today was a great training session. I just had some fun. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.